It was a pretty intense year for you. Are you a little bit tired or maybe still excited about everything that is happening around you?
I'm not really tired. I'm excited. It's all fun. Yeah.
And what was the most surprising thing for you after the releasing an album and
That it was embraced in a way that kind of belied its sound, really. I mean, I thought it was too left to generate such sort of publicity, or But apparently, I mean, people can relate to it, so that's nice. That's cool. You have to stimulate people in some way, and I think people, in a lot of festival tents that are electronic, things can be very loud, things can be very aggressive and very sort of banging, thumping, and it doesn't always have to. I mean, we have moments like that in our set. We have a lot of moments like that, but it's not. They're kind of intertwined with lots of other types of feeling, and I think if you get the balance right, then you can kind of set people on a journey that's really exciting, and it keeps their attention. Hopefully, I was worried myself as to whether we could do it in festival tents, but I think it seems to be going really well. I mean, every show we've done at a festival so far, and bear in mind we've only done 3 actually, but they have been really incredible. We've loved it.
and was working on live versions of your songs hard for you?
Only in the sense that it's a bit of a headache, because all of the parts that are in your tracks kind of have to be, transcribed to some other way of doing it. Something that was previously designed on a computer or played on a synth that you don't have a hardware version of, or played on, a certain instrument that could be a guitar but isn't, and you have to find out a way of making that guitar sound like that synth, or you have to make a keyboard sound the way it did on the track, but give a live edge to it that feels like it's kind of expanding on that and not just replicating it.
Brother and sister, don't speak to me, but I don't blame,
Your songs are quite intimate, but hearing them live must be completely different.
The reactions do surprise me sometimes. I mean, different crowds react so differently to it. I think that's maybe gives me strength in some way, because I feel like that's a good thing. I kind of like the fact that some crowds will be completely silent, and some crowds will be clapping and dancing, and some crowds will be screaming, and some crowds will be, maybe sleeping. I don't know. Some, things that you see a lot of different reactions. But I think I'm not the first person who's done intimate music, and there's people that I've seen who've played really intense emotional sets that haven't been loud and haven't been. But then again, I think our set is loud. I think our set is quite aggressive in a lot of ways.
Well, there's so many more people here than I realised. Thank you all for coming.